Hey, it's Korinn, 365 days of open heart living, and today is day 81, emotional surfacing. I am having some emotions surface today, which is my inspiration to talk about this topic and to bring you into reflecting upon your emotions and how they can surface. How you have emotions that are kind of under your surface of day to day functioning, and how sometimes things can cause them to bubble up and to be felt in a deeper, sharper, more poignant way. Yeah, we're human, right? We've been talking about our beingness and being human in the four dimensions of being physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. And our they're all connected. Our emotional buoyancy, it it's there's ups and downs, right? Sometimes we feel buoyant in our lightness of emotional burden, and sometimes our buoyancy in that is weighted down, where we just feel kind of sunk in how we're feeling emotionally. And emotional surfacing, it isn't necessarily something that needs to take away from your buoyancy and weight you down, but it is definitely something to pay attention to, because there's purpose in when emotions do resurface that have been dealt with in the past or are connected to a certain experience that you had, a certain time of year, a certain day. For me specifically, today is my mom's birthday, and she would have been turning 76 today, and I just feel tender. It's just hitting me this year for whatever reason. Yeah. And so it made me reflect. As I was running around doing some errands this morning, I was feeling emotional, had some tears, and it just made me reflect how she's been gone for 24 years, and still that emotion of missing her and loving her, it surfaces and is felt very much so. And if we all have things in our life that have an emotional stamp on them that we're never not gonna feel the certain way about that certain thing. But life is so full, and those emotional stamps are things that they aren't always at the surface, are they? We live over top of them, and that's a positive thing, because you have to keep moving forward with the things that kind of are more emotionally trying for you. You have to keep moving forward. That's a part of having flow, is feeling your emotion, moving through it, letting the emotion simmer down, letting it be in the background, letting it, go underneath the surface, not causing it to go under the surface and like ignoring it. That's different. You do not want to do that. I understand the appropriateness of expressing and feeling your emotions in a safe place. I was driving around doing errands, crying in my car, got to my appointment, buttoned it up, went and had my appointment, was feeling a little teary, walking through the hallways at the clinic, and, buttoned it up to talk to the doctor. Just, it's like up and down. That buoyancy is like light, heavy, like dissipate, it builds up. It has its own energy. That emotional surfacing and earthing, I'll call it, where it goes back down under the surface and resurfacing, it has its own energy. And sometimes that energy around that thing that is sensitive to feeling that specific emotion, it builds, and that charge then has more power to come up and to be felt and expressed. And it is healthful to, in your appropriate space, to feel it, to allow it to be expressed. Because when we have emotional surfacing, it's because that thing that happened, that occurrence, that event, that memory, that trauma, that heartache, whatever it is that is surfacing in you, it's because it has not been completely let go of. And there's this whole perception of getting over things, letting go of things. But that's not really how we are designed as emotional human beings. What I have found in my recent years is that it's less about getting past something, getting over it, letting it go, because it's real. It happened. It is an integrated part of you, and that's where the emotional surfacing functions. Because even though you can think and feel and live life as if that's in the past, things happen that trigger it to resurface. And when that happens, pay attention to yourself. Give yourself some extra space, some extra care, some extra meditation time, some extra quiet time, so that you can allow the surfacing of those hard emotions to be felt, expressed, and move. Because then, of course, what happens is they get to their peak, you feel them strongly, and then they start to relax, and then they are earthed again within you. They go underneath the surface. They're not in your day-to-day, but they are always a part of your wholeness, your integrated self, because they have been a part of you. I would say this is true for traumas and things like grief, abuse, anything that you've gone through that has an emotional pain to it, that is something that you could never forget. You don't have to. You don't have to forget it. You don't have to fake or make yourself let go of it and be past healing or past dealing with it or over it. Like that, yes, that can happen sometimes when we have that complete shift in energy and it's just something we let go of. I have experienced that with a past dysfunctional relationship in high school where I carried it for a while, and then in my late 20s, I think, it was actually during a healing session, the energy just shifted and I let go, and I could see just a little bit clearer that what I was holding on to, it wasn't my fault, really. So we have epiphanies that happen, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about emotional stamps, things that are stamped onto your energetic self that are always going to be a part of who you are, and allowing that emotional resurfacing to happen healthfully. So, in support of feeling hard emotions that are unexpected or that pop up after a long time of moving past a certain event, occurrence, emotional storm, we are going to just do the inner smile and allow the heart to open and just feel. In fact, close your eyes. We are going to put our attention in our heart, but we're not going to do the inner smile. we're just going to feel how we are without needing to change it, just allowing it. And if you are in a sensitive time of emotional surfacing, this meditation is for you and for your sweetheart. Taking a nice, relaxing breath. Make sure that you're comfortable where you're sitting. Allow your body to just relax. Sometimes it's exhausting to be experiencing emotions that are surfacing that haven't had to be dealt with for a while. It can really be exhausting, so relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breath. Your emotions have a reason. The reason is that they caused pain, hurt, frustration, challenge, disassociation, space, a gap within you, within your life that was uncomfortable. And in these hard emotions that are surfacing, you are in a safe space to feel all of that and to be vulnerable in it, to allow your emotions to flow as they need. Feel your breath and feel that emotion that is surfacing within you. I'm going to give you some open space now to just express within your mind or out loud, whichever you're comfortable with, and just identify and describe this emotion that's surfacing. What is it? How does it feel? And where does it come from? So first, what is this emotion you are feeling? Label it. How does this emotion feel? How does it feel emotionally, physically in your body, even mentally, or spiritually even? Feel it and express to yourself, how does this surfacing emotion feel? Your open emotional honesty with yourself is a gift. When you can feel and see into yourself, you have better understanding of yourself. And that builds up your core resilience and your core acceptance and your core love for yourself, your compassion. So I want you to answer this for yourself now. Why are you feeling this emotion? What is it rooted in? What is causing it? And now notice again, where are you feeling this emotional surfacing in your body? Feel where those tensions are, where those energy blocks are. Feel how truly fascinating it is that how you feel emotionally translates into how you feel physically. And then come to your heart center. The heart center is like the skeleton key for all of your energetic centers. Because the more that your heart opens, the more the blocks and the stagnation and connection to all the other energy centers with the heart, the more those connections are relaxed and allowed openness and flow. And in the feeling openness of your heart energy center, by just feeling it, you activate your non-physical ability for energy to flow and for those blocks and those stagnations to open. So feel in your heart by placing your awareness into your heart energy center, physically feeling it. letting your mind relax as you drop into that pure feeling sense of open awareness that is key. It is key to allowing the open flow to happen naturally on its own. And as you keep your open awareness, your feeling sense in your heart, energy center in the center of your chest, just observe how that shifts your body and how it feels. Your mind and how it relaxes, and your emotion that has surfaced, how it softens it. No change is needed to be made. It's just an open awareness of feeling that allows the energy that was tight to expand, so that that which is bunched up within you, emotionally surfacing, has space to breathe and to go back to being fully integrated within you, throughout you, in your physical and non-physical spiritual self, so that you can return to feeling more balanced and more buoyant in your emotional lightness. Feeling the heart and allowing its openness. And when you're ready, open your eyes. It is okay to feel what you feel. How you feel is valid. Letting yourself feel it is purposeful. So when you have hard emotions that surface, allow them to. And know that really it's just a contraction of that which is a part of you. And in the openness of feeling it, you allow that which has came into a harder felt contraction to relax and release. So all those pain particles, those hurt particles, those disturbance particles that have contracted in the emotion surfacing can loosen and relax and be more spread out in the space that is you feeling yourself, feeling that emotion. And in allowing it to expand, we're not erasing it or wiping it away or doing any letting go, moving past. We're allowing it to be fully integrated into ourselves. You're allowing it to be fully integrated into you, but in a more functional state that does not run the condensed interference, but that has potential to cause disturbance from time to time as that emotional charge collects and resurfaces. But it won't last, it won't stay. And you are brave and courageous, and it is purposeful for you to have allowed yourself to feel it today and live your heart.